Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
The season is underway, and the Saints and Vikings have finished off their game. Wanted to give you a rundown on, as we will for every game this season, for the stat lines that you need to pay attention to for fantasy. Drew Brees, 27 of 36 for 237 yards and a touchdown. Wasn't a great game for him. They were, obviously they were running the ball a lot more in the second half of this one. They were having more effectiveness, and that led into the next guy we'll talk about, Pierre Thomas, 19 carries, 71 yards, touchdown, 3 catches for 15 yards. This is a good start out for Pierre Thomas. Like to see this continue to keep going. The 19 carries, I think, is key. If we can keep him around that area and the 3 catches, then I think he's going to have a very productive year, seeing that they are, again, using him as that guy that they like to go to inside the red zone for those touches. Bush will get his, but it looks like Thomas will start getting his even more as well. Marcus Colston led for catches. He had 5 for 62, no touchdowns. He did miss on a big bomb. That was unfortunate. He might have had a 100-yard day if he caught that one. Garrett Hartley, big news with him. He missed 2 field goals in this game. It is time to start being concerned. That is the life of a kicker. Remember Hartley, before he had that great playoff run, he missed a clutch kick against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and there can't be too many games like this in the life of a kicker, even if you had that playoff run. So for fantasy owners, I would suggest benching him from here until he starts showing more stability. IDP star in this one for the Saints was Cedric Ellis, defensive tackle. He had five tackles and a sack in this one. That's a very nice game from a defensive tackle anytime you have. So if you have to start a D tackle, Cedric Ellis, this is a guy that I really did like, in the sense that I knew that last year, remember, he got hurt. If this year, if he does stay healthy, he's got a lot of talent. He means a lot to them in the interior of that defense. So there's a guy that can really get you production. If you had him in your lineup, kudos to you. On the Vikings side, Brett Favre, 15 of 27 for 171. Touchdown, interception. The guy who benefited from that in the passing game was Visanthe Shenko. He had a really nice day. 4 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown. I thought Shenko might be more productive with a Sidney Rice sitting out, and so far so good for him, because Brett, the people that he does like, he just keeps on liking them. So Shenko, Harvin didn't get much action in this one, 1 for 12, I believe, but Shenko sure did. All day, really, this was an disappointing game for him. 19 carries, 87 yards, 3 catches for 14. He got outproduced by Pierre Thomas. This is not the game that you want to see from a guy who's supposed to be, and some people are taking as the number 1 pick overall over Chris Johnson, so he's got to step it up. IDP stars in this one, well, it's the usual suspects for the Vikings. Chad Greenway, 12 tackles. E.J. Henderson, hey, he's back again, like we talked about on waiver wires. We talked about on Stardom Situm. E.J. Henderson, 9 tackles, not bad. And Antoine Winfield, nine tackles for a cornerback. Can't beat that. So those are the numbers for the first game of the season. We'll get you back on Sunday with the rest of the results in the first week.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy football with your free subscription.